Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. My
Oh,
name is Cornbread Capone, and today we are with Mr. Victor Bellow. What's going on, my brother?
hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Chilling, man. So let's talk about the event, man. Suits and slabs,
Oh
man. Let's get
yeah,
right to
suits and slabs, man. It's an event that I call myself. I created it for all the slab riders, the pioneers that started the whole slab culture in Houston. And they, a lot of people just don't think about who started it and give them credit for starting something that is still relevant today in the city of Houston. So I just want to give those guys their flowers, and it's like a yearly event, if you will. It's I kind of created it to make it start something like a Hall of Fame for slab riders. So it's an event that every year we're gonna pay homage to a few guys that's real popular in the slab game from wherever they from, and we just gonna do it like that and celebrate them and have a concert with some of the guys that in the music business in Houston that kind of either promotes the slab culture or something like that. So hopefully we will see something real special that we probably never seen this coming Sunday, April the 28th. So hopefully that'll go down like that.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. I mean, I'm all for people getting their flowers.
Yeah.
And the truth is, Houston culture has impacted people all over the world.
Yes, it has.
Whether, everybody kind of has their own little car scene. If you go to Miami, they
Yeah.
riding a little different. If you go to LA, they riding a little different. But
Yeah.
everybody knows or has an idea of what Houston culture is because it's known. They
Yeah.
know how we ride. They
Yeah.
know
Oh
it's
yeah,
known.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they recognize and they respect it, if you will. They respect it, reason why I say is widely respected now because I don't know if you probably remember, was it last year where um I want to say not Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, where he thought that he could just bring some clean cars from New York and compete with Trey and I guess a lot of guys that ride slab down here. Now you got to do better than just having a car with some rims on it down here. That's just not gonna cut it. So
Right.
that being said, people up north really, they had to really respect what we doing. Because of course, like you just mentioned, Miami with the dunks and LA with the low riders, they respect it as well. It's like, okay, somebody else has entered the arena, to put a stamp on, a signature car from that particular area or city, So, and I think what really does it for us, I mean, because everybody customized cars, but when it came to popping trunks, that was a Houston thing first. So, like, wait a minute, hold on. These guys got bumper kits reclining and the trunk going up at the same time with all this coming out of the trunk. Wait a minute, we wasn't doing it like that. So that's what made everybody okay. Well, now we got to get our trunk just as clean as our engine and our interior and our rims. So we got to come on with it because that's what Houston doing over there. So
Now, over the course of the last couple of years, there are a couple of brothers who, I believe they go to MLK and they film MLK every Sunday.
yeah.
I want to ask you,
Mhm.
what music goes best in a slab?
That's a good question. And to me, the music that goes best within a slab, you got two categories. Of course, if you up to date on it, then you gotta ride, like the little Kikis, the Slim Thugs, or just somebody that's kind of got a slab swagger in their music to where it matches. Also, you can't go wrong with screw. I don't care what it is. You can't go wrong with something screw. But if you like an old head, like some of them guys that we are saluting, the pioneers, you're gonna go with some old school hip hop. Because that goes well with, because that's all they had to ride back then when they were starting it. Some of the
Right.
old school hip hop songs, like say for instance, "Turn It Up" by Kool Moe Dee. That's a classic slab riding hip hop song. If you play that, any old head will look at you like, okay, he know what he playing. See, because that is songs and mixes that was in the Daryl Scott era, like before DJ Screws, the Daryl Scott era. So all of them old hip hop songs, Paul Revere, all kind of songs like that. Like, okay, I see them. So yeah, you either got the update, like I say, the Houston Pioneers or Screw, or you old school hip hop. And
That's what's up,
that's
man.
what goes in the slab. Because yeah, you will see somebody that's
I,
riding, you know, like,
I've witnessed it, and I said, man, you know what? Mumble rap and slabs don't go together. It just
yeah,
don't. It just messes up the whole thing for me. It just, you know. Well, let me just be honest, because people know me, and I'm
yeah.
gonna go and let it.
Go
I'm gonna
on,
go
put it
and
out
be
there. It's
truthful.
unpopular. Let's go.
New wave music in any shape or form, with or without a car, is not only a ear sore, but it's
Yeah,
an insult. It's an insult to human ears. That's how I
yeah.
feel.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean, now you have a nice slab. It got
yeah,
nice candy paint on it. You
yeah,
pop in your trunk. You got something in the trunk. You banging.
yeah,
You got your speakers. But then you playing noise pollution. Kind of messes up the whole affair for me. You know what I'm
yeah. It
saying? It makes
does.
me
Yeah,
feel
it
like
does. That
something
yeah,
don't
that
go together right here. You know.
no man, that don't go together at all. You know, because boys will look at you on the air and be like, okay, yeah, like you say, he clean, but nah, man, that nah, that's just as bad. You might as well have a clean car or a clean slab with just some regular tires on it. That throws that whole thing off. If you don't have those, like, hold on, man, what is he doing? Yeah, yeah. So I get it. Yeah, you can't. And no disrespect to people from the East Coast. You know, it's like you really can't ride just a bunch of music from the East Coast while you know, that certain songs will slip through the cracks and you know, okay, all right, we can get with that. But just like, you know, songs, yeah, that just don't go together. So yeah, again, no disrespect to them on the East. That just it's like it don't go together. So
I want to ask you: do you have a top 5 best rappers?
top five best rappers. When people ask me that, I when I think of top five, I think of it. You can't have a wrong answer with a top five. It to me, a top five is just the top five people that you rock with when you listen to music. Because, like, say for instance, I could give a in general top five, right? Like I don't even listen to Nas, so I can't put him in the top five. I don't really listen to Jay-Z like that. Can't put him in the top five. So for me, it's about who you really listen to. So some of the people that I listen to on a regular, one will be Slim Thug. So you know, lyrically, most of his best music comes from them old freestyles to where he say things like, okay, well, yeah, it took some skill for you to say that. Now, a lot of stuff that he say on his songs, he just capping. You know, that's a song. So I will go Slim Thug, Zero, because he's all across the format. You know, like he's like a Drake way before Drake or what have you, but hard around the edges. So I got to go with Zero. You can't go wrong with Scarface. You know, that just the person who put everybody on the map. If I'm going just international, I'm gonna put Ice Cube in the mix. Let me think. Oh, you gotta go. I'm gonna put KRS-One in the mix. You know, he's like the before J. Cole and all of those, he was the same guy, you know, before all of them. So you can't go wrong with Rakim. Now I will always put him way high up there, and it got even higher when I went to see him at the House of Blues and he freestyled, right? Because and here's the thing, he said, because we have the most done freestyle, right? And Rakim at this show at the House of Blues, he said, "Man, put that beat back on, man. I know Houston took we did pay the full, then Houston took it to put that beat back on, and then he freestyled on it. Just tore that whole song up. You had to be there." So,
Right.
yeah, so those would be some of my guys in the top five. I can't leave out Chuck, or Run DMC, UGK. It's a lot of them, so that's just the way I see it.
Are you I mean, I guess if you're on the internet, I guess you've been entertaining this latest rap back and forth between all these people, or has it become boring to you? Because I seen somebody saying today that they're kind of worn out with it. It's like everywhere you look, it's a diss song and people dissing each other. And,
to me, here's the thing. I think everybody, everybody's a copycat nowadays, right? So what I mean by that is when Cat Williams went at all them other comedians, and everybody found out that even by him dissing those comedians, it made both of them popular and get money.
Right.
So now I think that kind of transcended over to the rap game. To make yourself relevant again, we're just gonna start dissing each other and see what comes from that. We both could get money, whether it's true or false. To me, it's commercial, it's comedy, because to me, it's starting to seem like, how like when the WWF used to have like all these guys going against each other. That's what it just seems like to me. It's kind of comical like that. Like, okay, well, why would Chris Brown be beefing with what's his name? Is it Quavo?
Yeah.
Why would they even be beefing in the first place? It just don't make sense, And then you have from what I've heard was the J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, and he did a diss song, but he hurried up and apologized before Kendrick, rapid refire. Then you got Rick Ross just shooting bullets at everybody. It's like to me, it's like a Royal Rumble. Like all of them just jump in the ring and they just start hitting on each other until they throwing each other out the ring. That's what it just seems like to me, man. It's just entertainment for some people, because nowadays we live in an age where either mess or anything negative is positive. Or what I mean by it is it's gonna get promoted way faster than anything that's just regularly positive. So that's the way I look at it. I just hear it and like, okay.
I want to ask you, do you believe that Drake is a rapper?
Good question. I used to think Drake was a rapper, right? Until I really, I guess, realized that he had so many ghostwriters that was writing all his material. So with that being said, any one of us could be Drake if we have them kind of ghostwriters. So he's like an entertainer instead of a rapper. He's an entertainer. That's what he is. He's an entertainer. He got catchy little songs, and nowadays we've kind of found out that he really didn't rap them. I mean, he really didn't write most of it or some of it or what have you. So he's an entertainer. That's what he is to me now. Well,
I agree. I agree with what you just said 100%. And I do want to tell you something that you might not know about this situation that's going on currently. The estate of Tupac Shakur has sent a cease and desist letter to Drake for the AI use of Tupac's voice in that last song that he put out.
Oh, okay.
I'm very happy, because that means that song is gonna be taken down and nobody's gonna be able to hear it. Because I'm gonna say this: you can't win a battle with ghostwriters, and you can't win a battle using AI,
Oh, a
using
ghost.
other people's voice. That doesn't happen. I don't know what kind of world or what kind of planet these niggas is living on, but we're living in reality.
Yeah.
And the reality is, in a battle, if you don't write your own material,
Yeah.
you're obsolete. You
Yeah.
shouldn't even be battling. He should be over there with the pop stars, the pop singers, you know, the people who he's regularly in the company
Yeah.
of. Because if you notice, he don't never be around no niggas.
Nah.
So with that being said, you know, you can't be a part of this culture or be a rapper, but you can't be around
Yeah.
this, you know, this culture. People haven't put that together. But anyway, I digress. Because I can talk about that for days,
Yeah.
but I ain't gonna stay there. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
moving. I'm
Good.
happy that the state sent
That's
that,
good.
and
Yeah.
good,
Don't be
because
dragging Tupac into all of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Tupac, if Tupac was alive, he wouldn't be working with your punk ass.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Moving
Yeah.
on. Outside of the rap beef that's going on right now, what rappers are you listening to, or do you just listen to 90s stuff?
Here, well, I'm like one of them. See, I'm so huge. I used to be a person that listens to like everybody outside of Houston, right? But when I call myself getting baptized in the purple, it's like that's all I really kind of listen to is Houston artists, right? You know, so but who I'm listening to now is honestly is these young guys who I think all of you guys on this ticket that is on this Suits and Slabs, I do honestly believe at some point all of you guys are gonna break through to the mainstream, you know, because two people in particular that I listen to, especially I would say Incredible Craig or Craig G, because he could rap like a regular rapper, but when it comes to his flow, talking about slabs and the whole and setting the whole scene in your mind, he's up there with Lil Kiki. He's up there with Lil Kiki all the way. I'm like, man, hold on. This dude made songs that make me want to go pull my car out the garage and put the top down just to ride to listen to this, man. So, you know, that was one of the young men that when I first even called myself putting together a Suits and Slabs event, that was the first rapper that I even thought of, period. You know, I was like, okay, well, I could build this around him and put a real good show together, because I already know once I heard him honestly at the last event we had, the Crank It Up event, right? So I really just listened to his lyrics, and then it made me go to his page and go through all of the whole catalog. And I was like, and I could tell he's a real true slab rider for the people that he mentions in his songs, and the shops and all the stuff that it takes to put them cars together. I know where he went to get this done, that done, the whole process. So I'm like, okay, yeah, he really on his game. So I listen to those guys, and it just pretty much anybody from Houston right now, because like I say, I just kind of got cut off from all the foolery that we just mentioned. It don't even seem real. It just like these guys, they put out songs for the mainstream, and you know the people behind the curtains is promoting just anything, you know. So to me, any true 10 toes down stand up dude is not listening to over half of the garbage that you hear on the radio. And no disrespect to them, you know, they got to make their money, do what they do. But it's just like, man, I'm not connected to that. So
Right.
that's the thing.
Right. Well, before we get up out of here, man, is there anything that you would like to say? Anything that you would like to promote?
Oh, hey, man, like I say again, we have me and my team, LB, Vernon at the magazine, Still Hood. We got 3 events coming up. Of course, mine will be this Sunday with all you guys. Cornbread will be performing as well. It's called Suits and Slabs. It will be at 5959 Richmond. That's on the corner of Richmond and Fountain View. You know, you could exit Fountain View off of 59 from any side. It goes just go straight down to the first corner of Richmond. You're gonna see us. And we're, like I said, we're celebrating the guys that started the slab culture. Plenty performers, plenty food. We'll be there. So come check me out. Also on May 19th, we got the Crank It Up Part 5, better known as the Tsunami, which will feature Lil Flip and Zero and special guest that stands 7'3" tall. Let's say that. Then also after that, and that will be 4603 West Storm Road for that one. And last but not least, we got the Queens and Hustlers event on June the 28th at the same location I'm having mine at 5959 Richmond. He's gonna have quite a few guys there performing as well. So come check all of us out. We putting on shows for people to check it out. And the thing about our shows is that we select people that will shock the crowd when they're there. You know, so you're gonna see shows to where, like, wait a minute, who was that performing again? Hey, let me get your Instagram with your this, that, and the other. That's what we're looking for. You know, we want to promote people to where, you know, if one, like I say, like I believe everybody on this list is going to go mainstream at some point in time, but they can say, hey man, I can say I remember when them dudes was on our shows and they was rocking, man. And that's what happened. They just kept grinding, and now they mainstream. Or honestly, most of you, like a lot of people that told me, you don't really even have to leave Texas to blow up because Texas is so big. But
Right.
other than that, man, I appreciate you having me on your show, man. You know, this is good luck, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you hollering at me, and we will definitely see you Sunday in
Oh
Houston,
yes.
Texas. Know what I'm saying?
All right. So
On
come check us
behalf
out.
of Mr. Bellow and the Slab Riders, I am Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. Until next time, everybody, peace and
Peace.
love, because that's what the world need right now.
Right
Peace and
now.
love, man.
All right. Already. Salute.